Where did you come from? Oh, God. Oh, no. Like squeezing a spot. Hello and welcome to another Artis Opus video. My name is Byron and we have something quite different here. I'm going to show you how to clean a neglected airbrush. There's going to be some tips and tricks in here that will be relevant to everyone, including some things that I am on repeat reminded that even professionals or extremely competent, experienced painters just don't know or don't do, which are very simple that can make your airbrushing life way easier, especially if you do forget to do things perfectly every now and again. All right, number one. This is an airbrush. You can achieve this with a dry brush. If you want to see some stuff like that, check out the link on the screen. But an airbrush is an amazing tool to add to your arsenal, even if you just use it for base coating or applying varnishes or whatever. However, every now and again, and let's see if I can let some more light in there. This is like, already we know this has been neglected, right? It's hard to get that off. That's a bad sign. And there's gunk in the thread. Those little crystalline, disgusting cracks in there. Let me get the light even closer. Yeah, that ain't good. So what do we do in this situation? Well, there's a couple of extremely important products. The number one, I'm not going to make you hang about for this information, wait until the end. It is just so important that if you completely clean your brush, you lube it up. I will show you how to lube it up at the end and where to put it. It's quite simple. This stuff lasts forever, but you should never, ever clean and then go in dry. That's all I'm saying on that. Let's set the super lube to the side. So this is my horribly abused airbrush. I'm going to take out one that's not been abused and we're going to go through a couple of things to do with that. Quick word on cotton buds. These are Tamiya. They are the best I've ever found. They're not perfect. If you use normal ones or Q-tips for our American friends out there, you will get fluff in your airbrush and that fluff is very good at staying there, getting caught on things, absorbing dirt and basically doing the opposite of cleaning. So if you are going to use something like this, use extremely good ones that won't shred. I will put links to all of the products I have mentioned down below. If you have your own equivalent, then please, by all means, put that down. And if something gets a lot of votes or likes because other people agree with it, I will copy it into the pinned post at the top of the comments. So we have here, I'll keep this here actually. We have here a coat of paint Infinity. This is about as good as it gets for airbrushing. It's made by Harder and Steenbeck. Very German, very wonderful, quite simple, even though it's an amazing piece. However, what I would recommend is that if you are neglectful, if you know, everyone has these plans to go and tidy their airbrush up and everyone doesn't, just dribble a little bit of cleaner or thinner in, cleaner's better, and leave it there, like put more than you think you need, put the cap on, and at least then stuff isn't going to dehydrate in the insides of the airbrush. Of course, it's not ideal to leave it in any other position than completely cleaned and prepped, but best practices normally fall short when life gets involved. Right. I'm just going to jettison what I've got in here and we'll have a look inside the airbrush and we'll take it apart and I'll tell you simply what's going on in here. If you've got an Iwata or another brand, there's only really going to be one key difference. This will still be relevant information for you. Normally the difference is around the nozzle between the different brands. All right. So this one's been left for a while. Not forever and it's not dehydrated, but we can see that stuff doesn't want to leave. Spattering. God knows what I did, probably undercoated. We've got some stuff that we need to get rid of. First steps first is to completely get rid of everything that's in the airbrush just by letting it go. Turn up the pressure on your compressor if you have that as an option. Right, normally as it gets darker towards the end, that means that you nearly got there. I will say everyone watching this is probably a grown-up. Put on a mask if you're shooting fumes into the air. The stronger the chemicals you're using, which I'm going to come to almost immediately, the more you need to be wearing that mask, right? Be a grown-up. Don't tell me off in this video if you're not wearing one because you wouldn't be able to hear me. But yeah, everyone wear appropriate equipment. Briefly, to cover what products I think are fantastic for cleaning. So during your airbrushing, you're going to use thinner. There's multiple types available. This is very popular. Media's is very popular. Tamiya X20 is excellent, although it turns certain paints to cement. You've then got airbrush cleaner. This is generally not quite as strong as you think it is, and it will need to soak. For clogged airbrushes, soak the disassembled airbrush in cleaner for at least 1 hour. There you go. Your really strong products. There's two that I use generally. One's called foaming airbrush cleaner and one's called liquid reamer. liquid reamer smells like WD-40. It's not. Just because something smells or looks like something else, it doesn't mean it's the same chemical makeup. People make that mistake with our purple thinner all the time, sorry, cleaner, for brushes, saying that it's mess. It's definitely not. Just because it looks the same doesn't mean it is the same. So this is a Badger one. Normally you can spray these into the cup. They'll have a little hose on them or something like that, and you can just leave them bubbling away. Now, one quick tip is, so this is the chuck, undo the chuck. This will allow us to pull the needle back. If you pull the needle back a little bit, what's going to happen is that you're no longer blocking everywhere internally with the needle. And that means that when you put some cleaner in there, it might even start dribbling out the end. There we go, not dribbling out the end. But if let's see. There we go, you can see it's coming out the end now. If you pull it back, you're allowing your cleaning products to sit around the needle. This is the bit where the most trouble will be. So I recommend that, even if it means that, you know, it's going to leak or drip slightly. This one isn't, it's pretty much perfect. You still want it to be able to get around here. So step one is just to leave it like this for 5 to 10 minutes, and then we can come back. So we'll come back in 5 to 10 minutes. Okay, so we've left things 5 to 10 minutes. On the subject of kitchen roll or toilet roll or anything, generally speaking, the higher quality it is or branded, the less likely it is to leave fluff behind. So this is why a lot of people in the UK use Blitz. It's very good. Whatever you're doing, initially, it's a good idea just to get a finger in there, twist in the direction that would tighten your cup, not loosen it. If you loosen it, you'll end up getting dirt into the thread. And we're going to take out the first waves of crud from the inside of the brush here. You want to take them out this way, not trying to push them through that way, because otherwise we're just introducing more mess. Generally speaking, the areas of your brush that you can get dirty are where paint flows. Now this is the case until you pull the needle back, or if somehow you tip something down here. It is only possible in a good quality airbrush for you to get crap in the middle by pulling this back and agitating it around. Other cheaper ones, maybe you've got some problems with the seals in here, but generally speaking, getting crap here is a lot rarer. Your cleaning is going to be 90% from the cup out to the nozzle. So one way to ensure that we don't come foul of that is to push this back forwards, twist this, in some oil cleaner. You can use thinner oil cleaner here, especially after using a really strong one. And here what you'll see is we've agitated some horrible stuff there. Right, you get the idea. But clearly there is some more stuff hanging around in here. So how are we going to get rid of that? Time to disassemble our airbrush. You want to do this when there's no moisture left in, or barely any, ideally. You can use a microfiber for this, by the way, but I tend to find that because they're a bit thicker, it stops me from being able to get my finger into the cup. It means I can only do it with a little finger because I've got chubby fingers. That's just annoying, so for me it's not worth being overly fussy if I can't actually get in there and scrub things. Okay, hopefully you can see how disgusting that is in there. So step one, I'm going to undo the chuck, leave that on for now, it's easily lost. If you can't get your needle out, sometimes you can use the chuck, then undo it, then pull out your needle. This is going to give us a very clear visual indication of what part of the needle the mess is on. It's pretty much always in that front bevel section. And then what we're going to do is going to get some cotton buds in here. Now, at this point, we accept that because we've taken the needle out, dirt can start flowing back up the brush. So when we've disassembled it, if you leave the needle in, it can't. The moment you've taken it out, stuff can work its way up here. So we're just going to have to clean everything that we've got inside the airbrush. For now, what we're going to do, take out the chuck. H&S come with a little tool that I always lose. So I'm going to have to go and find them on my tool, I think. Oh no, we did it. You have a little tool that's like a wrench that you can put in these holes in the H&S brushes. So if you can't undo it, you need to go and find that. I'd keep it in the case that you got it in just so you don't lose it. It's very important. Take out our trigger. And from here, and at any point, just completely undo this. Oh God. Recognize what that is. Oops. Swears. All right, that is probably a bristle. Wow. Okay, so we had this dehydrated, disgusting, horrible lump of paint in there, and that is why at the very dreggy ends we were getting these strong colors coming out. We're already in a better spot. Time to get out our wonderful cotton buds. These are tammy ones that I was talking about. And at this stage, you might find it's useful to get a little dish or something. Just use the lid of my cap. All right, let's see, what can we find in here? All right. Wow. This wasn't meant to be my heavy cleaning video, it's going to become it. All right, you might have something like that in your airbrush. Straight away, like we're going to be able to hear the difference after we've cleaned it. You just have to spend the time in there. You can block up the end, dribble some cleaner in. Because this is blocked up, there's a vacuum here, so stuff actually can't flow this way, so it's quite good to do your agitating and cleaning while you do have it blocked up. And then make sure it's pointing only downwards and you let go, which isn't too hard. Oh my God, my Lord. What did or didn't we do? Well, we definitely didn't do cleaning, did we? You could take it off here if you wanted. I don't find it's in the way too much at this point, but if you wanted to leave it and soak it or ultrasound it, you'd have to do something like that. Right, we're probably going to need a few cotton buds to get this 100% clean, aren't we? Okay, now because the cotton buds are white, we are beginning to get a better and better result back from going in there. And luckily, as much as there was a load of horrible stuff in there, down here is looking quite clean. It doesn't look like there's anything, you know, like clinging on. That's a very good sign. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to get a new one. If you're going into a dirtier area than your cleaning tool, then that's okay. If you're going to a cleaner area, you don't want to use a dirtier tool because you're more likely to introduce dirt rather than clean it off. A bit of cleaning fluid on there. Okay, so I think the inside here is looking pretty good. You can see down to there. That's the element that when you press it, causes airflow. That's all in perfect condition. I'm just going to give it a cursory wipe. The inside of the new H&S's is just up to such a high standard that they are actually really easy to clean. Very, very helpful. Okay, so that's the main area where we still have cleaning to do, but I think we're pretty much there now. I could be using a wider cotton bud at this point, and the increased friction would be helpful, but I think we've got everything that we need there. We're still getting a fair bit of color out of this. All right, so I'm mistaken. There is an area where we are dirty. Still remaining. This is why it's nice to have cotton buds that don't shed. We're looking pretty good. Make sure you wet it. Yeah, we're looking much better now. Pretty much nearly there. Okay. That's a pretty unbelievable amount of crap that we've got in there. Right, we're now on, because it's much cleaner, and I'm not going to start introducing dirt to them, I will be able to clean them. I'm going to take the time now to clean my threads. Your screw threads. They look to be in pretty decent condition anyway. So I would say that this is pretty much done at this point. Now, if you have a stronger foaming cleaner or something, you can run it through for one last time at this point. I don't feel that I need to do that, but if you've had a really, really dirty brush, then that might be a good idea. So this part's done now. Have a quick check. This area is the closest to the paint here. So let's have a look. Doesn't seem to be too bad. Make it wetter, see if we've got anything. And you can use the back of your needle to like ramrod through, but I didn't feel any resistance in this bit of the brush. So I'll just take a little bit of time to clean around these sections here. There we go. Looking good. Now, this ain't gonna be good, is it? It's my needle. This should have very little opportunity for anything bad to be in it. If it is, it's only going to be in the very tip, generally speaking. I could take off my crown cap, just because why not, to be thorough. That's probably going to be easy when it's on the brush. Come on, sausage fingers, you can do it. This isn't on a thread or anything, it's just held on by friction. That ribbing, yeah, that's spotless there. God, the new brushes are just so good, aren't they? Things have come a long way. All right, this is clean. All we have left is the nozzle. Now, I promised that I was going to explain some of my equipment. I'm going to do that shortly after. Let's zoom in for this. It's going to be good. All right. Yeah, we're gonna get, oh no. Like squeezing a spot. How horrible is that? So bad. Oh, look at that. Right. Go for a second one. Okay, we're pretty much there. This is why cotton buds of the right size are magic. Okay. Final time. Still got it. Okay. Now, if your cotton buds can't get everything you need out, generally that's going to mean that it's been in there and it's dehydrated. It's not been wet. It's been dry in there. Still getting bits out. You have a couple of options. One of them is this tool here. So this, I don't know if this is unique to H&S, comes as part of that cleaning kit. A lot of people don't even open this when they get the kit. This is made to fit inside their nozzles. You put it in and push. There we go. And twist it around. It's like you've taken a soil sample. Right color for it as well. So you can see how much extra this found in there. So it's just a matter of bouncing between this, which won't hurt the inside of your needle, and your cotton buds until you are 100% sure that it is 100% clean in there. And you'll know that because you won't be getting any color out. We're pretty much there. Okay. Good final test. So nothing was blown out the other side of it. Get some normal cleaner in it, rinse it. Now, what we have here is a 100% clean airbrush, and we're coming up to the number one mistake that I think I hear about the most, and that is that people don't lube their brush. So what we did have on the day we bought our airbrush is a perfectly made, perfectly tooled piece of machinery, and it's also been oiled when you buy it. So I'm going to get rid of my horrible dirty paper. We don't need it anymore. I've got a nice clean brush. Look at those. Honestly, every time I'm surprised. I shouldn't be. So we have a 100% cleaned. These ones aren't as important, but it's just a good idea. Very, very simple. And then it's a matter of putting your airbrush back together. There's not much that can go wrong with these. Right, it's all feeling good. Oh my God. There was some final left piece of dirt in there. All right, I'm sure we've done good cleaning enough. Where did you come from? All right, so lubrication. Now, full honesty, I've already recorded this section, and there's one thing that I said I was going to do in the last one, or could do in the last one, that I didn't do, that I should have done, and I got punished for it. So I'm going to show you what to do now. Now, I do want to note that when you're cleaning your airbrush, it's kind of, you know, like your airbrush will give you some indications throughout the process, and sometimes some little bit of dirt will appear and you'll have no idea where it's come from. Where did you come from? And you thought you'd clean things 100%, but you know, something has appeared. And sometimes it's quite a large something. I'm trying to find one now. You know, you could have a large piece of dirt that just appears. This happens. That's going to happen because you've agitated the dirt off. It's no longer trapped inside. Don't feel like that's an indication that you did it wrong or anything like that. Now, a thing that I didn't do that I should have done is I should have taken a last opportunity to run some really strong stuff. So that active foaming cleaner or the liquid reamer. Left it bubbling away like we've got here. Pull the needle back. Ramrod it a little bit, so backwards and forwards. Push it forwards and twist, do up the chuck, and then see if anything comes out. Do that with some cleaner or thinner. You're just using it as a liquid at this stage. It's not like it matters which one it is. Okay, now we are 100% clean. We still need to lube up though, so fresh piece of paper. Let's go again. All right, so having sent the really hard stuff through, what we need to do is, looking at the airbrush, we need to put some lubrication on all of the threads. Anywhere that there is a thread that screws up, you want a little bit on there. Now, ones like this don't matter so much, but the internal ones are really important because they affect airflow, especially around the front. So the nozzle. Okay, this is it. Non-toxic, non-silicone. The non-silicone is quite important, I think, because otherwise it can damage the seals. And you don't have to do too much. A little dot at the beginning of each thread will do it. Most of them, you've got to turn around multiple full rotations anyway, so they'll sort themselves out. Now, I actually put a little bit on the needle. I'll show you that. There's a couple of reasons for that. One is that it just aids cleaning. So dirt will stick to it less. It'll make it easier to clean next time. All right, that's all of our areas that we have to do, I believe, for the separate parts. Okay, I just put the tiniest amount here. Something that can happen with H&S brushes is if you don't press this in, you can get a little bit of airflow issues. Now the lube really helps with that. Put the nozzle on. Do it up. I'm probably going to get this wrong. Doesn't mean that I am incompetent. It's just, it's very easy to do these parts in the wrong order. Check our flow's good. Okay, so check the flow's good. We're all good for that. Now, do not forget your little spring. It's easily done. I always feel like for this part you need one more hand than you actually have. Everything is just going on so nicely now it's got the lube on. Almost like it's a really important part of functioning machines. So you want to press your needle forwards carefully. The reason that I've put all of this in is it's going to guide the needle completely straight, because the only part you need to be careful with is the very tip of the needle, which has just appeared there. That hits anything because you didn't do that, that's where you're going to damage it. Top tip, if you drag your needle backwards across paper, twisting it, if it hooks at any point, you've got what's called a hook tip. Your airbrush needle is no longer straight and it's probably not really functioning. You can file them down, but it's very likely you need a replacement at that point. So that's how you check for that. Do this up fairly tight. Now, very often here, things just won't quite work. Once you've reassembled it, it doesn't mean you've done something wrong. Just have a little fiddle, play with the tensioning parts, disassemble, reassemble until you've got something that bounces back and feels like it's brand new. Cap on, and then we do a test, put in thinner or cleaner, doesn't really matter. If a little bit appears when you do this, it's fine. It doesn't mean that you didn't clean your airbrush. Sometimes just something appears. All right, we got some tiny flecks there. Don't know if they're even showing up. Basically though, it feels great, and rather than looking clean, I don't keep the outside of my airbrush clean particularly at all. As long as it feels clean and behaves clean and sounds good, you're in good condition and you're good to go. So that is it, that's everything. Hopefully you found this useful. If there are any products that you found really helpful or any tips, please do pop them below. If there's something useful, I'll attach it to the pinned comment, and then other people can benefit from your experience. I'll put a link to where you can get this brush below. It's excellent, probably the best I've ever used. The Evolution equivalent is absolutely fantastic as well. If people are wondering, I just don't use the back part of my airbrushes ever. It weighs less. I find this perfectly comfortable. That's not an uncomfortable thing to be touching your finger anyway. So if people are wondering why mine oils look like this, it's just because if I don't need it, it doesn't come with me. As far as painting goes, I'm quite mercenary like that, and I just find this feels excellent. All right, that is absolutely everything. Any questions you've got, pop them below. If you'd like to see a video on an actual quick clean that I do between colors or at the end of a session or something like that, let me know below if that would be useful as well.